welcome everyone here on 2K. Sports can't wait to get some NBA action going. This is Kevin Harlan, joined by Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and on the sideline, David Aldridge. Coming in off the road, the 76ers are back in Philadelphia for this game. This, of course, their first chance to play Miami this season. They beat this team in 5 games in the first round last year. That gives them some confidence, I'm sure.
Yeah, some history here, though. Of course, they won that first-round series in last year's playoffs and ended up sending them packing.
It's deflected. And now the 76ers on the break. And oh, boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
Blake Griffin, an all-star for his first 5 seasons in the NBA, but not the last 3. He's still an impact player, though. We'll see if he can crack the roster in the East.
And Blake Griffin draws a lot of fouls from the defense. You look at his percentage, Steve, at the line. He's turned a weakness, certainly, into a strength.
It's been a reflection of his work ethic. Year after year, we've seen him make steady improvement at the line.
And, guys, this is what you like to see early on, gaining a little confidence from range.
Makeable shot for him. Number gets called, and he goes ahead and delivers.
Here is Bledsoe, following the score by Derrick Rose. Back to Jokic. Outside for Bledsoe. Shot clock at 6. Here's Baines. And Philadelphia grabs the miss.
When you defend a good mid-range shooter, this is how you contest without fouling. I love the technique he uses, leveraging his position down low, then just using sheer size to snatch the rebound.
Philadelphia with the ball. Knocks it loose. It's stolen by Rose. Then Gasol with the dunk.
Nice pass by Derrick Rose, spotting a wide open guy from the corner of his eye.
And Bledsoe, here we go. And the foul called on Danny Green. That's his first foul. And the 76ers decide to take their first timeout here.
And unfortunately, injuries will always be the concern with Derrick Rose. Still loves the game of basketball, knows he is limited compared to what he once was. Amazing with all he's fought through, he can still perform at such a high level.
And Miami making a change here. In the corner, it's Harris. And misses it off the right side of the rim. And with Rose, as you said, his love of the game is still there. He still wants to play.
I mean, many players would have just walked away from having their body betray him. But Rose said last season he loves what he gets to do and still would be a water boy if he had to. You have to admire Rose's attitude and approach in that regard.
And Trevor Ariza is going to pick up a foul here. That's his first foul. And the call up against Jokic. That is his first foul of the game. And it's Ariza with the ball for Philadelphia. They lead by 4. Rose with the ball. Eric Bledsoe covering. Clock at 6. Here's Griffin. The second effort. Goes up again. No good on the layup.
That was very tight defense. He tried to force the layup anyway. I think that was a questionable decision.
Over to the left wing. Pass to Bridges. To stop the drought. Gasol with the rebound. The 76ers leading by 4. Griffin inside. Can't cash in from close range.
He is so out of his element right now. Hasn't made a shot all quarter. I feel for him.
Back to Jokic. Jokic draws the double. And Miami calls their first time out of the game. Steve Tobias Harris with plenty of stops in his young NBA career so far. You wouldn't guess it, though, from his talent level.
Year after year, he advances his offensive arsenal. He's become one of the most dangerous scorers in the game.
Just 2 to shoot. From deep. The shot, no good. Now the 76ers take it the other way. Here's Griffin. Yes, and it's Rose with the assist that time.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And Nikola Jokic came late to the game. He actually grew up horse racing. Finally started playing organized hoops at the age of 16. You never know it, though one of the most skilled big men the league has to offer.
Now here's Rose. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
That's his second foul of the first quarter, and they may want to sit him for a while to avoid number 3.
And Jokic, Greg, said he was a fat point guard until he got taller.
Well, even now, Kevin, Jokic, not the most chiseled physique, but the point guard background makes sense. His playmaking for a center is off the chart.
Rose goes in. That's tipped.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start. And a lot to like about that play, particularly how it ends.
Yeah, at the rack. That's what you want in transition, a high percentage look.
Miami trailing. Griffin with the steal. And the wide open shot from Green. Drains it from beyond the arc.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agenda.
Shamet tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Griffin goes in. Gasol. That drops. And it comes off an assist from Griffin. 8 points for Pau Gasol.
Serve and the defense there. He makes a terrific read. He's just one of those guys who just knows how to generate offense regardless of the situation.
Back to Rose. Pass to Griffin. And Griffin slams it in.
That's what Griffin is known for best. His unreal vertical, which allows him to go over defenders.
Pau Gasol has been leading the charge for Philadelphia. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And looking at what we've seen from the 76ers, what do you guys think?
Yeah, it didn't take them long to get that transition game going.
No, right off the tip, it was an ambush, pushing the pace every chance they got.
Now, here's Rubio. It's stolen by Ariza. Here's Barton. And Barton throws it down.
Yeah, and credit Ariza for just staying active and coming up with the steal on that one. He was on the prowl and ready to catch him napping.
Rubio taking his time here. Heat moving the ball around. Back to Jokic. 6 to shoot. This one for 3. Steve, you played with 6 different NBA teams. What's the best way to earn the respect of new teammates, for instance, in the case of you with the 6 different teams you played on?
I think, Kevin, being yourself in all situations. You come in and you do what we used to call the obvious. You play extremely hard. You're a good teammate, and obviously being on time, and you don't be one of those players that deviates from the system. Come in and follow the game plan and don't try to go outside the game plan, and just be reliable and be disciplined.
Good perspective. Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines.
Hey, guys. Well, some have nicknamed center Nikola Jokic the Joker, and he does have a lighthearted approach. He said, "This is not a job. I'm enjoying the game like a game of pickup basketball in my hometown." That's the mentality. No pressure. It's just a game. He feels that staying calm helps him succeed. Kevin?
Thanks, D.A.
That's a bad dude right there. Aldridge taking the hit, shakes it off for the score.
Yeah, just a solid job on the backboard. They are really controlling the inside.
And that one, good.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up.
Justice Winslow won a national title at Duke University. The 10th overall pick in 2015. He's a lockdown defender who can guard all 5 positions.
And back in 2015, Winslow the top vote getter for being the steal of the draft, but offensive struggles have held him back somewhat.
Still gaining confidence in his outside shot. But what he can do, he can handle, he can pass, and he's a great cutter. They're still confident he can put it all together. Bad communication defensively. This is the last guy you want to leave open from there.
Pass to Aldridge. Over Jokic. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It's going to be on Jokic.
Terrific pump fake by LaMarcus Aldridge. Defensively, you have to do a better job of staying down and living with the quality contest.
And it's been a really good day for him at the line. Some other bigs have well-documented problems on their free throws. He's not one of them.
And so it's Barton bringing it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. But they get it back. Pass to Gasol. Another shot. And plenty of contact on the shot. So 2 free throws coming up. And there's the call. Miami with the foul.
The thing I love about Pau Gasol, his offensive game is so refined. That time he uses the little up fake to bait the foul.
And they're really getting more points at the free throw line here in the second quarter.
Here's Jokic. Pass to Bridges. That's in, coming off the assist from Jokic. Bridges got his first basket of the night.
Amazing how he gets this one to go. Size doesn't matter.
But it can in the painted area. Regardless, he's crafty enough to get up a good shot.
Now Jokic. Pau Gasol missing from long range.
We're going to see a lot of this from Winslow in the coming years. Explosive young talent.
Well, it seems the Heat's identity is always built, Steve, on defense.
Physical and nastiness, part of the system, part of the culture in Miami.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
And he commits the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
The 76ers with another miss. Some nice ball movement here by the Heat. Rubio misses.
Missed opportunity. As wide open as he was, he really has no confidence shooting from that deep.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
And Miami has possession. Philadelphia getting their last shot to go. Tries a three. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. And here comes Moore, leading the fast break. No good with the triple. The Heat trail by 5. Pass to Jokic. There's Winslow. Wilson. Vonleh with the rebound.
And this is obviously where you'd like to see a 2-for-1.
End of quarter, great time to squeeze out an extra possession.
Now here is Aldridge. The fadeaway J off the mark.
He's hit a rough patch this quarter. He's trying to shoot his way out of it, though. Poor timing on that play causes the turnover.
And the Heat call time here.
And when you take a look at that shot chart, the amount of misses lately, really unbelievable.
You start to wonder, in my opinion, is it better to take everything to the rack now or to try at least draw some fouls?
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Jokic grabs the miss.
Obviously, this has been a tough quarter for him, but he's still trying to keep a positive mindset.
Pass to Arcidiacono. And again, it's the Heat missing. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Pass to Jokic. Here's Arcidiacono. Aldridge is covering. The shot by Arcidiacono, no good.
If you're trying to keep the defense honest, that's the one you really have to make.
The 76ers leading by 5. And here's Rose. Jokic grabs the miss.
And forcing the miss there, he just knows how to pressure you defensively.
And also protecting the rim at all costs. I love the anticipation to affect the shot.
Here's Arcidiacono. Shot's good by Baines. Baines has got the first points to start out the third quarter for Miami. Well, Eric Spoelstra working his way up through the Heat organization, and I hear eventually interested in moving into the front office someday.
And I would say it will be with the Miami Heat, a very loyal, close-knit organization. His dedication and commitment, second to none.
Here's Arcidiacono. Up again. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. Baines has got it all tied up now for Miami.
I tell you what, he was on a mission on that possession. Did not stop working until he got it up and in.
And it's Rose penetrating. Another miss by Philadelphia.
And they start the second half with 3 straight misses.
Jokic with it. Pass to Arcidiacono. Here's Caboclo for the lead. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Bangs home the trifecta.
He can be a forgotten man in their offense sometimes, but the D still has to keep an eye on him.
A beautiful pass by Derrick Rose, one of his strengths when you start talking about him as a distributor.
Pass to Caboclo. Now here's Wilson. Here's Arcidiacono. The three-pointer no good. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Griffin. And the slam by Blake Griffin.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure. Third quarter here and 5 lead changes so far.
And guys, neither team has been able to pull away.
He's in a beautiful rhythm. Right now, he's knocking down shots, and he has that scorer's mindset.
Out left to the wing. Here's Baines. Offline with his 3. Here's the break. Here's Rose. Tries again. And Gasol lays it in. Gasol's got 10 points in the game.
Nice move by Gasol. When playing with energy, he's tough to keep off the glass.
Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Well, guys, Brett Brown coached the Sixers team through some really lean years. Now, the promise started to show last season, but he said, I don't feel close to the notion that we've arrived. I'm hardened, just doing my job and moving forward. Kevin?
And continuing the process, D.A., thanks.
And though he's a physical, tough-minded individual, Danny Green's averaged less than 1 free throw attempt per game over his career. That's surprising.
Timeout called the 76ers. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout also the time for players to get rehydrated or hydrate for the first time with some Gatorade. Plenty of basketball still to be played here, and they have to get recharged.
That's a great point. Without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a game, and that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have got to be hydrated.
The Heat making a switch here. Smitty, looking back in your career, what's the most pressure you've felt in a game?
You know, I think the most pressure, you love to be in those games. I think that's when you strive. I think the most pressure I ever felt, and it wasn't a playoff game, Kevin, or a championship game. It was that very first game as a rookie. Because that game you had nothing to compare to, and it was everything you dreamed about. And that first game, you were finally saying, for me, I couldn't get it out of my head, this is my first NBA game. So I think that was the most pressure game I've ever played in.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Wasted no time on that one. Jokic just got 7 points.
Another triple, and that's been the story of this second half.
Coming out of the break, they've relied on their perimeter offense to generate points. Right now, it's working.
And that's from beyond, guys, right back at you.
This is looking more like an all-star game right now. Everyone launching from range.
And the 3 off target.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
Bangs home the trifecta.
Each one more understands the game, knows how to execute his role, knows where to pick his spots.
Now here's Bledsoe. 5 points in the game. Pass to Bridges. Bledsoe left side. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
Yeah, and those illegal screens have really become a point of emphasis for the officials.
Yeah, so many of these can go either way. Very difficult for the screener to stay 100% motionless.
Timeout called the 76ers.
Yeah, I mean, it's an opportunity to kind of regroup and discuss ways to maximize these possessions.
The reason why is you like to get value every time down the floor, but that does take a lot of discipline.
Here's Philadelphia. They're on a 17-5 run. Left side, Griffin. And it's sent back by Jokic. And stolen by Aldridge. Pass to Moore. Now Griffin. 13 points in the game. Here's Aldridge. And too long on the shot.
You can see the frustration. They hold the lead, but he wants to be able to contribute.
Harris, good.
Justice Winslow has done an excellent job of being unselfish and making the right play.
Vonleh. Here's Griffin. Good defense by Jokic. And so it's the Philadelphia 70s. And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us. Philadelphia with the ball. They've led by as many as 11 points. Pass to Griffin. And it's sent back by Jokic. Down low. Heat moving the ball around. Beyond the arc. It's hauled in by the 76ers. Now the 76ers on the break. Here's Griffin. Up the floor. And the dunk by Aldridge.
You see Griffin keeping his eyes up, looking for a hole in that defense.
Out to Harris. Bledsoe looking it over. Just 5 to shoot. And the basket by Harris.
Okay, nice job here in the second half. Field goal percentage is way up from what it was at halftime, and it was just barely above 30%.
Left side, Griffin. Back to Aldridge. Good defense by Jokic. The Heat trailed by 7. The 3. Nailed from three-point land. And that's a double-double for him now. 10 points and 15 rebounds. Pass to Griffin. Now Aldridge. Over Jokic. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
A 5-star recruit out of high school, Aldridge reportedly asked Shaq for advice about jumping to the NBA. Shaq told him to go to college. A couple years later, Aldridge is drafted the number 2 pick overall.
Now here's Bledsoe. And there's the 3-second call, this one on the defense. And regarding Aldridge, given his success at Texas, sounds like Shaq was right.
Aldridge just needed to develop strength, polish his skills. Hard to say where he would have been drafted right out of high school, but after 2 years of college, he went second.
Timeout called the 76ers. So it's both teams making substitutions here. And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, during the break, I listened in on Brett Brown's huddle with his team. He told his guys they've got the green light to keep shooting from downtown. He told them, I like the way you guys are working out there. Keep finding the open spaces on the perimeter. They're giving us open shots. We'll see if they step it up from here, guys.
We're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter in this one. And it's Ejuan Moore with the foul. That's his first foul. Rubio outside. Pass to Bridges. And here's Jokic. 5 on the clock. And the basket by Rubio.
Usually on the front end of the catch and fire. Rubio on the finishing end right there.
Out to the wing. Over in the corner, Gasol. And basket number 6 to his stat sheet. He's now 6 for 10.
Nice scoring move inside. Gasol undeterred with a hand in his face.
Pass to Cornette. Back to Rubio. To the inside. Jokic. That's in, coming off an assist from Rubio.
You know, as ice cold as he was in the first half, that's how hot he has been since the break. No one can match up with him right now.
And finished off by Gasol.
And he was the right guy to get the ball to. Kyle Gasol a standing hand as the game heats up. Locked and loaded, Winslow with the steady hand as this game heats up.
Now here's Barton. And Ricky Rubio gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. So both teams making some changes here. Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. Pass to Gasol. Makes it off the glass. Gasol's got 6 points in the quarter.
High percentage look for Powell. Won't miss many from that distance.
To the middle. Gasol with the steal. Here's Griffin. And Griffin slams it in.
Quick hands on the steal and then just mad hops on the slant.
Great sequence for them defensively and offensively.
Terrific defensive instincts to come away with that one, and he showed no hesitation in how he completed that transition opportunity.
And every set they're running looks like it's designed to produce a triple.
Interesting approach coming down the stretch. Looking to rack up points in chunks.
Here's Gasol. Jokic grabs the miss. And so it's Jokic with it. He brings it up for the Miami Heat. It's a 3-point game. Back to Rubio. Four on the clock. And the foul called on Danny Green. That'll be his second foul of the game. We've got 1:08 left in the fourth quarter. Rubio misses.
Boy, he blew an easy layup, and he is furious with himself.
Pass to Gasol. Money!
That's big time. I mean, big time. Game on the line. Gasol showing the clutch genes.
And it's the Heat with the ball. The drive by Rubio. And Jokic wide open. He shoots. Good. What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3. They'll be trying to take as much time off the clock as they can.
Exactly. Expect to see longer possessions from this point on.
Here's Gasol. That one's not going to go. And Miami the other way now. Leo outside. Pass to Jokic to tie it up. Count it! A tremendous three to tie it up.
Well, that is... NBA level right there.
It's the way the game is supposed to be played. Guys competing at the highest level.
And so the timeout by Brett Brown here. The Heat making a switch here. Now here's Barton. Pass to Aldridge.
And this is what superstars do. LaMarcus rises to the challenge with the game on the line.
Timeout called, the Heat. They're behind by 2. 6 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. What do you think, guys?
And it all comes down to this. Still enough time on the clock that they should be able to get a real good look.
A lot of time left, which should allow for a really good shot if they run the right play.
6 seconds left to play in the final quarter. So it's the 76ers taking the win in a close game. That was a fun night of basketball and fabulous finish as they continued to wait out until the very last moment to seal.
And there are so many times when you see these tight games won at home, that advantage of having that crowd behind you oftentimes is the ultimate X factor.
And that about wraps it up.